Whether you're building a deck for the first time or you're an experienced builder, the Nurajack Deck Design Tool and Quantity Calculator will help you work out the quantity of Nurajacks you need, as well as other decking materials for your next deck project. Let's learn how to use it. Now, using our Nurajack Deck Design Tool, we can draw a plan of the deck that we are going to build on the Nurajack measurement graph. We can mark it out. And the deck that we're planning on building is going to be 5 meters in length, and that is the measurement across the fall, and then 2 meters in width, which is the measurement down the fall. So we can add those two measurements in here, 5 meters by 2 meters. The decking timber that we are going to use is 140 by 19 millimeters. You can put in any size that you like. And the distance between each board is going to be 6 millimeters. Just make sure that you check that with your decking supplier. The minimum distance from the substrate to the top of the deck, which is the high point of the deck, usually at the door threshold, is going to be 150 millimeters. And then the maximum distance from the substrate to the top of the deck at the end of the joist is going to be 350 millimeters. Now we have those measurements, we can add them into our quantity calculator. Now we're in the Nurajack quantity calculator. We can scroll down and we can click on timber. Now here we're going to add the measurements of our Nurajack deck that we are going to build. So the width of the deck was 2 meters and the length was 5 meters. The decking timber that we're going to use is 140 by 19 millimeters, and the gap between each board is 6 millimeters. Our joist dimensions are 45 mils by 90 mils, and the minimum distance from the top of the deck to the substrate was 150 millimeters. Then the maximum distance from the top of the deck to the substrate at the low point was 350 millimeters. The quantity calculator will ask you if you are doing a deck going over a membrane. In this case, the answer is no. Do you want to use bearers? Yes. And here you can adjust the dimensions of your bearers. Do you want to use a Nuraspike? We're not going to use one for our deck at the moment. However, if you are, it will ask you what the distance is from the shallow end where the soil starts. So as an example, if you're doing a deck that goes over 1 meter of concrete and then out onto grass, you're going to make that dimension 1 meter. However, as we're not using Nuraspikes, we're going to make that no. The quantity calculator will then give you a breakdown of the products that you need. So in this case, we need 19 Nurajack SEO2s and 6 Nurajack SEO4s. It will show you other products required, total decking screws, and the timber that you need for your structure and for your decking. Here is the breakdown of all of our dimensions, as well as our joist spacing and bearer spacing. Then we can scroll down to our deck plan. This shows the location of the Nurajacks, the bearers and the joist, and then our section plan or our joist profile, and this shows us exactly the Nurajack spacing underneath the bearer and the joist. So we can scroll back and print that out. And here's all the information that we've just put into our quantity calculator. Now let's go and build our deck. nurajack.com.au.